Hi guys, I'm reviewing the Revo4 case by iSkin. I've had it for about a week and I like it a lot. It's pretty nice and my phone feels very secure, and I'm going to talk about it. So here are my dislikes. My dislikes are the headphone port no longer has a plug, and here's my old 3G. My 3G model, a 3GS model, had a plug, but as you can see it's torn off, but there's an actual water sensor in there. And if you get a raindrop or anything like that, it'll go red, and basically Apple says your warranty's voided, which really sucks. There's also one in the bottom, but as you can see iSkin covers those up. But that is something I disliked. I guess I could see why they removed it. Most people's would tear off. This is my second case, I believe, and the other one actually tore off too. My original Revo for the original iPhone, the flap's actually fine, but it was a different style. It didn't actually plug into the port. Maybe that's the difference? I don't know. I really wish they'd bring it back though, because if it's just sprinkling outside and I'm talking on the phone, I mean, you pretty much have to hold it like this. Otherwise, you're going to probably void your warranty, which is not good. My other dislike is the volume buttons being flush. I really don't like it. Even though you know where they are, you can't feel it like you could on the older Revos. Here's my 3G Revo. I mean, you can see the buttons they stand out just a little bit, and you can feel them with your hand. You can't really feel the flush buttons at all, and I find that I'm pushing in the wrong place, and then finally I'll get it right. It's not that big of a deal, but it's just kind of a nuisance. The top one's fine, because you can't really be wrong with that. It's pretty long. The button itself and top right corner, easy. Again, the original iPhone had its buttons went really far out. They were real obvious, but yeah. The other issue I had with it was the fact that it was brown and black. Now it just feels a little misleading, because when you get the case, you can't really tell that it's brown. So I wonder, why would they make it brown and black? The brown is so dark. This part's black here, and the button is actually brown. I don't even know if you can tell on camera. And then the side's brown. Actually, the whole back is brown. But it looks black. Unless you're actually inspecting it up close, you can't even tell. And I know my one buddy was thinking about getting this model, but then he saw that it was brown, and he's like, well, I don't want brown. It's brown and black. It's kind of ugly. And that's what I thought. But anyway, iSkin reassured me that it is very dark, it looks black, and it's fine. I like it a lot. I can't even tell that it's brown. But I did think that was weird, because I think a lot of people are going to be turned off by that. Anyway, I do like that the cover is like the original Revo for the original iPhone, and it flips, it comes off and goes right on the back, and that's very nice. You can put it in your pocket like this if you've got to take it out again instantly, and it's stuck there. It's not coming off. The one for the 3G and the 3GS would clip on the back, but as you can see, it just kind of hangs there. It grips to these things on the side, and it'll stay, but if you put it in your pocket, chances are it's going to come off. It's by no means secured. But this one, there's no way that's going to come off accidentally. That's impossible. And that's how the original iPhone was. Unfortunately, I broke that cover by standing on it. That kind of sucked. But there's no way this is coming off, and that is awesome. And again, if you stick it on the front, it's not going to come off, but that was no different than the other models if you put it on the front. Now, I do like that that they did keep the ability to use the older plugs. I think that was really nice. Apple changed their plug style to a smaller one, and it would no longer work with some of the stuff like Apple's new bumper. You had to use the newer cables, and that's annoying, especially if you got accessories like car chargers and whatnot. You'd have to take it out of the case. Now iSkin has made it so you don't have to do that. So it's a larger hole, but it's entirely covered when you're not using it, which is nice. I also like that they've made the toggle switch hole a lot larger. It's much easier to turn on silent and audio. That is awesome. I love that. That was always kind of a nuisance with the 3G 3GS model. It's a little bit tight in there, and especially with the original. I mean, the original one is tiny. It was a pain in the ass. But I love the fact that they've made it larger on the new one. That is excellent. Again, it exposes the phone a little bit more, but I don't think that's an issue. It certainly feels more protected around the edges. That could just be the design of the phone and them just shaping the case around it. But it certainly feels like I could definitely tumble it down the stairs, assuming the plastic cover's on, and this thing is going to be fine. It really feels squishy around the edges, but not too squishy, but definitely comforting. I mean, I like it. I think it feels well protected, and the other ones were thick around the edges too, but this one just feels much more secure. I don't know, but that is really cool. And the other thing I really liked is the fact that iSkin now offers a lifetime warranty. So if there's anything wrong with this phone, with this case, they'll replace it for free. I think you have to pay for shipping, one-way shipping, but that is really neat. That they also offer that with the Solo, and I guess they'll probably start offering it with the other cases as well if they ever come out with them. But that is really nice because like this one that I had before, the earpiece tore off, and maybe they would have fixed that for free or replaced it rather. And these aren't cheap, but you get what you pay for. I think they make quality products, and they certainly protect my phone. I mean, I've dropped this one countless times, my 3G, and the thing is fine in there, which is great. I do have some concerns as well. They're not quite dislikes, but they're concerns. The 3GS model had this clear protective rubber piece, but it covered up the sensor, but it has a little cutout for where the headphone jack is, or where the headphone piece is, but it would sometimes mess up. The sensor would think that your phone is to your ear, or otherwise it just wouldn't go off at all. So I can see why they removed it, especially since there's now the camera there and then the sensor on top. There's kind of a lot going on, but my concern is, with the cover on, you've got a lot more exposure to debris in your pockets getting in there and then getting under the phone, getting in the case, where you didn't really have that so much before. That was one thing. Oh, here's the original, so you can compare them all. But another concern I had was the flap at the bottom. It's great that it's larger, I love that, but the flap at the bottom has just the tiniest hinge. Now, it was very common to get tears in your hinge down there. This one's a little bit torn there, and again, this is my second Revo case for this phone, but my other one was torn pretty badly. Now, maybe they made it smaller and it's less likely to tear, but my concern is that it's going to tear just the littlest bit, and then it's 50% torn off, and it's just going to go downhill from there. That is a concern. I don't know how it'll turn out, but maybe it'll be fine. I don't know. The other concern I had was that the manufacturing process, there was a bad speaker punch. I don't know if you can see at the bottom here. This one's perfectly fine. This is where the microphone is, and it's cut out normal, but the speaker one is unaligned, and it's actually too high up, so it results in the speaker being half covered by some rubber. Now, it's not really that big of a deal, and I did talk to them about it, and they said, fill out the form and we'll replace it. You do have a lifetime warranty. You can sit on this for as long as you want. I'm going to hold off replacing it because I know these things are back ordered as it is, and I don't want to be without a case for 2 to 4 weeks. So I'll wait for the orders to die down, and then I'll send it in. And I would imagine it's not going to be an issue at all. I would highly recommend this case. This is really, really nice. Oh yeah, that was my one other concern was the cover here. The plastic feels different than the original covers. It's much more flimsier, but I I don't know, there's something about the arms here. Just feel like they could snap off. You know, they bend a lot when you take it off. I've found that, you know, there's a certain way to do it that's pretty foolproof. If you push on one of the sides, I typically do it with this finger, push down a little bit and then pull off. It comes off relatively easily. And then to put it on the back or to put it on the front, I find that pushing with my thumb down just a little bit and then pushing it on is perfect. But if you were to take it off the wrong way, you know, if you were to just completely be brutal with it, I would worry that it would snap. I don't know, or it could break some other way, but it definitely feels like a different grade of plastic than the old ones. I can't imagine they would take a step backwards with this. I'm guessing that the flexibility was added to prevent from them snapping. Most people got, you know, stress fractures around here, or if not, they broke them off. But that was another thing I had a problem with. But who knows? Maybe it won't be a problem at all. Anyway, I would highly recommend getting this case if you're looking for something relatively heavy duty. I think this is the best on the market, and iSkin has done that over and over again. They've had quality products, very, very good. I mean, they are expensive, but I mean, what more can you ask for? Here's their Solo again. I haven't really played with it, but I did put it on a few times, and I liked it a lot. Again, it has the flush buttons, which you can feel a little bit better on these ones, but on the Solo. But the case itself is awesome, especially at the price right now. If you can grab it before the end of August, I think it's still $14.99. It's definitely worth getting. You know, give it away to somebody. Get them to use it if you've got a Revo, or if you don't like the Revo, use the Solo. It's awesome. Anyway, that's it. Take it easy, guys.